I ain't a gonna study war no more. I ain't a gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more, no more. Down by the riverside. Down by the... Oh, hey. I didn't see you there. Me and the ghost Brian Wilson, God rest his soul, and Pete Seeger and John McCain, we were all sitting around just talking about how happy we were that the U.S. was no longer going to involve itself in wars that really didn't affect its own national... Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on, breaking news. Breaking news alert, what? Waves of refueling tankers have been sent over to Europe to refuel B-2 Spirit bombers, the only aircraft capable of carrying the most recent generation of 30,000-pound bunker buster bombs. I wonder what we're going to be using 30,000-pound bunker buster bombs for. Oh, that's right. The Fordow nuclear facility in Iran. You mean, wait, hold on. Brian Wilson, you're up. You got bomb, Iran. Bomb. Yep, that's right, John McCain. Got to be literally rolling over in his grave right now. What was the big problem between Trump and McCain way back in 15 and 16? Well, Trump thought that McCain was a warmonger. Well, what is Trump doing now? You see, Trump has now matured, and Trump has now realized that you can't just stay out of everything. This issue with Iran, this issue in the Middle East with Israel at large, all of it has the U.S.'s fingerprints on it going back a century or more. And to say now that we're just going to not be a part of it and let them settle it themselves, it ain't that easy. And Trump is now realizing it. Now, I know that was kind of a funny way to lead off the video, but breaking news alert. Trump has done the risk-reward analysis, something that Americans have to do every single day. He has now been forced to sit down, take the little piece of paper, draw a line right down the middle of it, and on one side write risk, and on the other side write reward. And he's figured out that doing nothing or staying out of it isn't an option. Now, those of you who are interested at next level on this, join us. Florida Maquis Patreon channel, brand new content over there. Just put up earlier today. Unit commanders, brigade commander level videos. Not for the faint of heart. Trust me on this one. It's something you're definitely going to want to see. Because we break it all down. Because things get very foggy. Things get very unclear when you get up to that rarefied air where you have to make decisions like this. And it's not so cut and dried as just the morality of staying out of it or the morality of not being involved. You see, they tried that in World War II and it didn't work. Excuse me. Donald J. Trump, earlier today, June 17th, 2025, at 11:55 this morning, just as he was sitting down to have lunch, he decided to, I don't know what they call it these days, I'm still going to call it tweet, but we now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran. He typed the words we, total control of skies over Iran. Iran had good sky trackers and other defensive equipment, and plenty of it, but it doesn't compare to American-made, conceived, and manufactured stuff. Nobody does it better than the good old USA. No mention of Israel whatsoever. No mention of Israel whatsoever. Explain it to me like I'm 5. In fact, why don't we go back to when some current Trump supporters might have been near the age of 5? Let's go all the way back to 2015. Watch the highlights. This is a Brookings debate. John McCain debate the Iran nuclear deal. See, this was the root of the reason everybody doesn't like John McCain, even though he's a war hero. And even though now he has been proven exactly right. This is the Hill from October that same year, 2 years later, pardon me. October 2017, Iran getting away with murder. Once again from the Hill. This is the newest one. U.S. positions military to potentially join Israel war with Iran. It's a foregone conclusion right now. I think this was the one that I was looking for here from Financial Times. Oh, they're not going to let me see it. It was another great article talking about what's happening over there and why it's not just so simple. You just can't decide, well, we don't need to be involved in any more foreign wars that don't involve. We started all that over there. Going all the way back, even before Reagan. You can go all the way back to the overthrow of the Shah in Iran and our involvement in Iraq with Saddam Hussein, which predates that. It's like our involvement truly in South America. A lot of people don't remember when Venezuela was our ally and the Colombians were our enemy. A lot of people don't remember that, even though it was only the 1980s and 90s that was the case. And we went down there and played with their politics. And now we want to say, well, we're going to let them sort this, that, and the other out. And Venezuela's evil and Colombia's good and all this other nonsense. Folks, it's not even a debate. We have to stand on the side of Israel. We cannot let Islam, forget the name Iran. We cannot let any Islamic caliphate reach the level of military sophistication that they desire to. It's just that simple. The Saudis are all we can handle right now. With the amount of money they have and the way they manipulate the world. The one thing the Saudis are that the rest of Islam isn't is the Saudis are greedy. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there in the Islamic world who are, but not like the Saudis. The Saudis can be satisfied and ameliorated with just lots and lots and lots of money and toys and, peaceful things that just satisfy their carnal needs. But the Iranians are not that. The Iranians will not be satisfied until every living Jew is killed. Whether those Jews, every single Jew could leave Israel right now and come live in Texas, and guess where Iran would go? Iran would start finding a way to get themselves into Texas and killing the Jews there. They want global domination. The Iranians are just proxy for the Islamic hordes that want complete global domination. Period. It's in their religion. It's what drives them. This is the most unreal moment that nobody is talking about right now. John McCain. Folks, you owe the man an apology. Posthumously. Because everything he said was right. Regarding Iran. If back in 2005, we had opened up the gates of hell, and we had taken them out then, there would have been no attacks in Israel. There would have been none of this back and forth. So many lives would have been saved if we had listened to John McCain back in 2005 and just bombed Iran back to the Stone Age. Which is what Trump is getting ready to do. He just wants credit for it, and he doesn't want anybody to remember. He doesn't want anybody to remember John McCain. He just wants them to emotionally knee-jerk hate the guy because he does. He wants everybody to just hate the guy and not know why they're hating the guy. John McCain wanted to do then what Donald Trump is doing now. And everybody hated the man for it. And he had the guts to stand up to Donald Trump and tell him he was wrong. That's why I led off with the song. The Peacenik song. Pete Seeger, the old spiritual. Ain't gonna study war no more. We're going down by the riverside and we're gonna put flowers in our hair. And we're gonna take off our shoes and we're gonna wear our bell bottoms and, we're gonna smoke our weed and we're gonna, just completely check out of reality. It's ridiculous. I think it makes a lot more sense now why Trump was a draft dodger. Yeah, I know people don't like hearing that. But the guy, while he was unable to serve in the military, while he got the piece of paper that said that he was unable to march because of bone spurs, if you believe that, that's fine. Okay. How then, during the exact same period of time, did he letter in 3 different sports? How was he able to play football? How was he able and letter in football? How was he able to, I believe it was baseball and I believe track and field? He couldn't march in the military. He was given a piece of paper that said his feet were flat and he had bone spurs and he couldn't put on army boots and he was ineligible to be drafted. But he lettered in 3 sports in college during the exact same period of time. There you go. Don't believe me? Look it up. Look up Trump's history of sports. And, ask AI. Ask Grok if you want to. Ask any AI you want to about when Trump was ineligible for being in the military because he had bone spurs, and when also, what period of time was he lettering in multiple sports. So, I'll leave that there. But those of you who are ready to take the step out of emotion and into logic and thought, join us. Florida Maquis Patreon channel. Love to have you over there. Brand new content just posted a little while ago. Unit Commander, Brigade Commander level content. Love to have you. Believe me, it's not for the faint-hearted, but if you're ready to get read in on how PSYOPs work, join us. God bless. Pray for each other. Pray for me, I'll pray for you. Lift each other up. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.